Salvation Army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the multiverse of movies. Oh man, wait, hold up. I'm hearing like an echo. I'm hearing an echo. Turn off. All right, there we go. We're back. Sorry, you guys probably didn't even hear that, but hold up. Let's make sure the audio is good. Okay, apparently the audio is not working. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to make sure. All right, there we go. We're back. Sorry, you guys probably didn't even hear that, but okay, we're good. We're good. You guys let me know when there's audio. Sorry, guys. Hold up, let me check it again. Sorry if for the technical difficulties. Hold up, let's make sure the audio is not working. Alright, so we should be good. Alright, we should be good. What is up, guys? Sorry for the technical difficulty. I know the people listening to this on Spotify are probably confused. And yes, to the people watching this, we do have a Spotify podcast, which is on link in the description down below. And today we have a lot of topics. Well, we have like 3 topics, but the main thing we are talking is Book of Boba Fett, which we have a Funko Pop like right back there of the Book of Boba Fett. I'm going to get into my review later on. There are some things I do want to discuss prior to that. There are some things I got to tell you, a little bit of announcements, but welcome back to the Multiverse of Movies. We see Derpy Gaming on the chat. He says, "Yay, show started. I have good news, sir." Now there's no sound. There we go. Whatever the good news is, you let me know in the chat down below. But before we start off, there are some topics that we are going to address that I just found out about. But before I get into that, I want to give you guys a quick message from Reverse Isaac. Take it away, Reverse Isaac.
Attention, everyone in the multiverse of movies. It is I, Reverse Isaac from Earth 69, coming to you from my world to tell you that I will be conquering your timeline. I will be conquering your multiverse. But before I do, I want to ask each and every one of you to please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bells. That way, you, I'm looking at you, all you fellow subscribers or non-subscribers, or whoever, or even all you guys on the Spotify podcast, I'm asking all of you to subscribe and turn on the notification bells, so that way you can be notified future content on the channel on the Multiverse of Movies, because sooner rather than later, I will be taking over your timeline. Back to you, Earth One Isaac.
Well, thank you, Reverse Isaac, and you heard him right. Go make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell to support the channel in any way that you can. I do want to thank the members before we start off today's stream, which are my associate producers supporting the channel financially, Pedro Bonilla, BK Dan, Rhea, Jedi Sith Master, and Cobra Kai Never Dies. Thank you guys for supporting the channel financially. And if you want to join the membership program, it is only 99 cents a month and help support the channel. You can become a member and you'll be given a shout out at every one of my videos. So there we go. And also follow us on our social media platforms at Isaac the Film Geek, both on Instagram and Twitter. But today we are talking Book of Boba Fett, but we are also going to get into another topic, which I should pull up right now. I don't know which one we should discuss. Maybe get the first one out the way, because this one's like the least important one. Probably the one I'm least excited for. Wrong camera. All right. Let's get into Rebel Moon, which is a brand new Netflix movie directed by Zack Snyder. And we just got a little bit of casting announcement. Charlie Hunnam, Djimon Hounsou, Bae Donna, Ray Fisher joined Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon. Now, Ray Fisher, we already know Ray Fisher worked with Zack Snyder in the past. Now, this is obviously coming from The Hollywood Reporter, the most reliable source in all of Hollywood. So seeing Ray Fisher come back to work with Zack Snyder, it's always fantastic, because you guys know my favorite movie of all time is Zack Snyder's Justice League. But you also have other talented actresses and actors. You have them all right here. I'm sure you guys recognize him. Let's read the article. Charlie Hunnam, Djimon Hounsou, Bae Donna, and Ray Fisher have boarded the starship to Rebel Moon, the epic sci-fi fantasy feature that Zack Snyder is directing for Netflix. Gina Malone, Staz Nair, E. Duffy, Charlotte Maggie, and Sky Yang have also signed on for the parts in the feature, which is slated to begin shooting in April. Sofia Boutella is leading the ensemble in the story of a peaceful colony on the edge of the galaxy that is threatened by the armies of a tyrannical regent named Belisarius. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing things. The colonists dispatch a young woman with a mysterious past to seek out warriors from neighboring planets to help them make a stand. Charlie details are about, or character why did I say Charlie? Character details are about as easy to find as an honest galactic mercenary, but sources say Hounsou is playing a character named General Titus. Good/bad guy status unknown. Bae is a nemesis. Man, I keep mispronouncing things. Bae is a nemesis who is proficient with the sword, while Fisher is a resistant fighter named Blood Axe. Snyder co-wrote the script with Army of the Dead co-screenwriter Shay Hatton and Kurt Johnstand, who co-wrote 300, Snyder's adaptation of the Frank Miller comic. Snyder and John Stad are receiving story by credit. Snyder's also producing with his producing partner and wife Deborah Snyder and Wesley Collar via the trio Stone Quarry production banner. Eric Newman and the Grand Electric is also producing. There really isn't much to say, but this is exciting casting announcement. I'm not really all that excited, but I've heard that this is kind of like Zack Snyder's version of like a Star Wars story. But at the end of the day, Ray Fisher, talented actor. You see all these talented actors, and to me, you never lose with talented actors. Anytime you have talented actors, it's a win-win. It's a win-win regardless. Also, we have 3 votes on the poll saying, did you enjoy the finale of Book of Boba Fett? And all of you guys 100% say yes to enjoying the finale. So it is going to be interesting bringing up that topic specifically. But it's some exciting casting announcement. I'm not all that excited for it. I'm not saying that that it's bad or it's good. I'm just saying, hey, you know what? Why not? Why not? Get yourself talented actors. But anyways, Derpy Gaming says, I secured Batman tickets for the fan event. Yay, that's the news. Hey man, that's awesome. I actually got to secure mine. I didn't know about the tickets until last second. I think it was like an hour prior to the tickets going on sale. I had a friend message me telling me that there were advanced screenings in AMC IMAX. I secured them, I got them, and I will be watching it March 1st. So you guys should be ready for a review when it comes out on March 1st, or for us early screeners. We're going to watch it because I cannot wait for the Batman. I'm very excited for the Batman. The Batman, as you guys know, the Batman is the movie I've been most excited for all year long. So to see it finally come to life is going to be very exciting. But anyways, you guys let me know in the chat, comment sections, wherever it is. You guys let me know what are y'all's thoughts on Rebel Moon. Are excited about the casting? Whatever it is, please let me know in the comment section down below. And we'll talk to you later about that. But now let's get on to our second topic. We finally got ourselves an official image of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and we've got ourselves an official date release. Now, last time we talked about it coming out on May 4th, which made sense because, may the Force be with you. But apparently that was wrong, and it's actually going to come out on May 25th on Disney+. Now, this comes from StarWars.com. One of the greatest Jedi ever is back for a new mission. Obi-Wan Kenobi, the new limited series from Lucasfilm, will debut May 25th exclusively on Disney+. The series stars Ewan McGregor reprising his role as the iconic Jedi Master. You can get a first look at the striking Obi-Wan Kenobi teaser poster below, featuring the titular hero traversing the barren desert. And also we have Geek Studios in the chat. What's up, Geek Studios? Welcome to the chat, man. Glad to have you here. But let's go back. And here's the poster. It kind of looks like Jesus. I'll admit. Here's a closer look of the poster. I don't have much to say about it because there isn't anything special about it. You see the sand. It's an old Luke. I mean, not Luke. It's an old Obi-Wan Kenobi. There really isn't much to say, but it looks pretty good. I'm excited for this. Regardless, this looks pretty good. And then May 25th is the official date. Some people are wondering why it's coming out on May 25th. That's because Moon Knight's final episode will come out May 4th. And during that time, between the 4th and 25th, they are going to be releasing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and they don't want to challenge themselves, so they're going to take their breaths, let Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness release, and then allow Kenobi to have its full vision, restored. But anyways, Geek Studio says hello there. The iconic Kenobi line, hello there, or the you were the chosen one. You're supposed to fight them, destroy them, not join them. By the way, today's show is gonna be a little shorter than usual. We're only gonna get on this topic and then get to Book of Boba Fett because I do have something to do after. I am gonna go on a panel for Max from Movie Madness Entertainment, so you can expect me there. But yeah, the Kenobi poster looks pretty good. It is gonna be on Disney Plus, so there it is. I also heard some news. Now, I've not read anything about it. I'm not going to delve deep into this topic, but it's been said West Side Story is apparently going to go on not just HBO Max, but on Disney Plus. Now, I don't know how reliable that news is. I've heard it somewhere, but I'm not really going to get more into that, but I did hear that news. But let's go back in the screen. Obi-Wan Kenobi will be coming out on Disney Plus. It's going to be a Disney Plus exclusive. And also Geek Studio says, and is it Bad Batch on May 4th? I think Bad Batch is coming out May 4th, but it's not the reason why Kenobi is coming out is being changed, because I believe Bad Batch season 1 came out when Loki was still going strong on the same exact week. So I highly doubt that it's because of Bad Batch, but at least it's nice. I think last year on May the 4th, we got Bad Batch season 1. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but that is the truth. But let's go back to the camera. Now let's get on to the final and main thing we're all here for. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, you saw everything. You guys know what I'm about to bring up. let's show him on screen. Luke Skywalker with Baby Yoda right there. Book of Boba Fett finally released its epic grand conclusion to season 1. Did it disappoint? Did it disappoint? That's a question that's interesting. Now, a lot of you guys know that I've liked the show so far. I've liked the show. And you guys know I've praised it, but I've also criticized it. In fact, last week, our first episode of the show was about me criticizing some things of Book of Boba Fett. I still have my criticisms, but I still overall enjoy the show itself. I don't think it's a perfect show. I don't think it's as good as Mandalorian season 1 and 2. Now, what did I think about the finale? Did the finale change my mind? Up until this point, I've enjoyed the show. But there are criticisms. Some of my criticisms are they do make Boba Fett look like an idiot. And there's a lot of plot holes to these episodes at points. But in general, did I like the show? Yes, because to me, the show delivered on being a Godfather-like story in Star Wars about a guy who's done living the bounty hunter life and wanting to move on from that and now wanting to take the place of the people that paid him to do the things he was good at. I love that. Did this show do that? Yes. I'll say yes. But now the real question is, did I enjoy the final episode? I'll say yes, but I'll also say no. Let me say what I liked about it. Do I like this episode in general? Yes, I do. And here's why. I like seeing Boba finally come back in command, because one of my criticisms from the last 2 episodes was that Boba Fett was not the main feature of these episodes. My two favorite episodes of Book of Boba Fett, and they still are my favorite, are the ones that mainly feature Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, or Grogu, as we all know and love him. And this episode, I love that we go back to Boba Fett, because this is a Boba Fett story. We're there for Boba Fett. And I like that we saw him back. And I do like how he's really a commander, because there's scenes where he's like telling Mando what to do. There are scenes where he's telling Min Nong Wang what to do. There's scenes where he's doing all that. There's a lot of scenes of that. And the action, I enjoyed it, especially the scene where Mando and Boba, by the way, spoilers, but there's a scene where Boba and Mando are up in the sky with jetpacks, and they're just wrecking fools. They're wrecking fools, and I love that. I love that the episode did that. But I still have some criticisms. Now, I did like seeing Cad Bane, and I know a lot of people are mad that Cad Bane dies in this episode, but I'll say I actually understand why they killed off Cad Bane, because it makes sense. A character like Boba Fett would finish the job right there. There are still things I didn't like about the episode, though. First of all, why are they not fighting in the palace? That was one thing I questioned. Why are they fighting in open area? When Boba sends, when he sends the Wookiee, when he sends the Vespa Gang, when he sends the 2 pigs, when he sends them in open space. And they know war's coming, but yet still decides, hey, you know what? We're going to put our army right there where anyone can see them. And while I feel sad that the pigs ended up dying, I'll admit, when I saw those pigs die, I was really disappointed. And for a while, I thought that the Wookiee was going to die. I forgot what the Wookiee's name is. Obviously, it's not Chewbacca, but I forgot what the Wookiee's name is. But when the Wookiee died, I was genuinely a little sad. But when the pigs died, I was like, oh, man. But there were so many moments in this episode that felt like a disservice to Boba Fett. Because one thing I've not liked about the show is that Boba Fett is seen as an idiot. In this episode isn't that much different. I don't like how it ends where Boba's like, oh, we're not cut out for this. Then what the heck was the point of the whole show? The whole point of the show was Boba becoming leader, and then you ended off with him saying, yeah, we're not cut out for this. What was the point of it? What was the point of the show if you're just going to completely discredit everything you went through this series? But overall, I like this episode. I like seeing Cad Bane fight Boba Fett. Although when Cad Bane first sees Boba, I don't like how he's just quickly like, oh, these people killed the Tusken Raiders and they're coming for you, and here's my warning. Really, that's it? That's all you're there for? The Vespa Gang, the colorful Vespa Gang, I still find them very annoying. First of all, their scooters are insanely slow, but second of all, they're not very interesting characters. It's still weird how Boba had them join his team, where he was like, "Oh, you're stealing water. Do you guys want a job? Yeah, here you go. Let's go fight a war." There's some things in this episode that really disappointed me, but one thing that really did was these last 3 episodes have felt like Mando spin-offs. And while I love this scene, and you see the Funko Pop. For those listening on Spotify, you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but you see Luke Skywalker with Grogu. That was a major moment in Star Wars history, especially modern Star Wars history. Seeing Luke Skywalker wrecking fools and saving Baby Yoda. That was a beautiful moment. And guess what they did? In this show, they decide, screw it. Let's do whatever we want. Let's just bring... look, it makes sense. Financially, if you're in that position of power, the intelligent thing to do is bring back Baby Yoda for Mandalorian Season 3. But this whole notion that Luke all of a sudden says, okay, Grogu, you're going to have to choose between the lightsaber or the gift from Mando. And then we see him come back. And as much as I love seeing... Because I'll admit, I do prefer seeing Grogu team up with Mando rather than Luke. I do think that diminishing that ending before Season 2 even comes out, or Season 3 of Mando comes out, to me that does take away a lot of the show. It takes so much away, and it makes it lesser. And that frustrates me, seeing Grogu come back. And as much as I love Grogu, I love this little fellow, but that was so quick and pathetic. It was literally just a year. It wasn't even in a Mandalorian episode. So for those people who keep up with Mando but not with Boba Fett, which is quite a lot of them, I actually have some friends who I know personally who watch Mandalorian but they don't watch Boba Fett, who are probably going to be left thinking, wait, how is Grogu back if Season 2 ended this way? And I get it. Financially and story-wise, it makes more sense to have Yoda or Grogu come back with Mando. That makes more sense. But sometimes what makes more sense financially isn't what makes more sense story-wise. And I didn't like how this episode completely diminished that ending of Mandalorian Season 2. What was the point? Why give us this exciting ending if all you're going to do is take it away within seconds? Just like that. So quickly. And now, to give you my general thoughts on Book of Boba Fett, I still like the show. I like the show. But is this a show I can rewatch like I do Mandalorian? No. I love Mandalorian. I do not love Book of Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett was a show that had so much potential, but ultimately didn't live up to it. It had a lot of, it had a lot of potential, and it decided to throw that all away. And in general, I didn't like this episode. I still think that this episode, why am I messing up today? Sorry, guys. I'm probably a little exhausted, which is why I'm going to end off the show today early. But this show had a high amount of potential. It had a lot of potential. And while I still like this episode, the bigger problem is, first of all, I felt like the show was too short. It felt like just last episode we were getting started. Cad Bane. Let me talk a little more about Cad Bane. Why do you set up such a major character and only have him show up for like 2 minutes in this last one? And look, don't get me wrong, Cad Bane's a cool character. He looks great. I couldn't wait to see him. But why have him show up as a big teaser in the second to final episode to just have him quickly fight Boba just like that? It was literally under 2 minutes. There's so many scenes in this episode that frustrated me, and I still enjoy the episode. The action, I like. The action, something I criticized the Book of Boba Fett was the action never looked all that great. I do love that this final episode, they were like, nah, man, let's get some good action in. Let's get some good action and try making the best fights, the best fight scene we can. And in general, while this episode wasn't all that great, to me, it's the perfect summary of the series as a whole. It's a decent show that has a great premise, great plot, but doesn't execute it perfectly. And to me, it's not a show I'm going to rewatch. This isn't a show I can recommend to people. And the whole Godfather-esque style that I was looking forward to, while we did get it, we didn't get it as much as what I thought we would. And I still feel like this show could have probably had a much better story. First of all, I don't care about the Vespa Gang. I don't like the Vespa Gang. They're these annoying little pricks who show up, steal water, and then get a job because the story needs them to. That's all they're there for. But yeah, that is my whole summary. I liked Book of Boba Fett, but the show as a whole was not to the level that it should have been. Especially with the way we saw the post-credit in Mandalorian season 2. And again, this whole Grogu stuff, I get that they bring in Mando and Grogu for those episodes so that we can learn, hey, where have they been? Why do they even show up? Because, look, if we got this final episode without those previous 2 episodes, we would have been confused. Why is Grogu back? Why is Mando back? What are they doing? What are they up to? We would have been a lot more confused. But in general, excuse me, I need to drink some Gatorade. But in general, I still see the show as a flop. But anyways, I am going to have to end off today's episode shortly. I don't know what's more disappointing, today's episode or Book of Boba Fett. But I am feeling kind of exhausted today. And we did get through the topic of Kenobi. We got through the topic of that brand new Zack Snyder produced film that's going to have Ray Fisher in it. We did get into those topics. There weren't many topics besides those today. And obviously Book of Boba Fett. But tomorrow we are talking Peacemaker, so be on the lookout for that. I cannot wait for Peacemaker, and thank you guys for watching. I am going to end it off. If you do want to see me on a stream, I am going to be on Movie Manners and Entertainment stream, MME Live. For those watching the Spotify version or watching this later, you can just search up MME Live, Obi-Wan Kenobi poster. That's the video I'm going to be in. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.